You're about to see a clip that I shot back in 1993. I'm David Hoffman, filmmaker, and I was interviewing people, executives in various corporations who saw the future, the coming of the internet age. Although they never saw the internet coming, they all thought, this is a Fox guy, AT&T thought the same way, that they would own the network. The network wouldn't be available, it would be owned. Well, this guy, John Evans, in this short statement, he mentions a few things that I thought interesting enough to put up on my YouTube channel for my subscribers and others. One of them is he uses the word agents. Agents that are in the cloud, although the cloud word didn't really exist yet, and working on your behalf to find you a restaurant, to get you your shirts ironed, to give you the right kind of meal. Some of this we have available today, but some of this is not yet available. We still don't have it. He called it agents. And in this short interview, he said something I want you to notice. He talks about personal programming, that you could create your own program. That was a dream I heard for the last 20 years, but it still hasn't happened. On YouTube today, I can't make my own YouTube program just by putting in a search word and letting it create the program for me. So that's the vision John Evans had. Take a listen.
What we have to do, as gently as we can, we media, we news, we have to say, well, that's very nice, Libby, that you're making your little road here with your little houses, but would you get out of the fucking way while some of us who know what this business is about now do our bit here? Because we have to tap dance too, you know, and it's not just the stage for the tuba players. And so, oh, okay. Do you want me to start again at the beginning?
Yes, the remote, the
okay.
analogy.
Finally, the...
Okay, go ahead.
You be quiet, David, please. Finally, an explanation of how information anxiety can be lowered. The remote control gave us the power to skip around on maybe 35 channels, which the average home has now, and to avoid advertising if we didn't want to see it, and to select advertising or advertorials or informational advertising if we wanted to. But it gave us the power of it. The power began to return to the recipient rather than the transmitter. The bit radiator was being clipped back a little bit. When there were only 4 channels, you had to pretty well take what was stuffed down your throat in the way of commercial breaks. And so the thing is that the number of channels is not going to creep forward incrementally. There's going to be very large jumps. The Time Warner system in Queens is 160. Fiber optics with basically unlimited bandwidth will give you thousands of channels. So what then people think of when you talk like this is they think of channels as being a horizontal spread, and they think of grazing from left to right, and they say, well, now if I take 10 seconds on each channel and there's 1,000 channels, what was on channel 2 is finished by the time I get to channel 290. So there's a problem. And what an agent does, and what the infrared side of these devices can do, is that they will build a channel, which is just one channel, which is a vertical channel, and it starts at 7 o'clock in the morning and it ends at 10, because that's when I get up and go to bed, and it's a channel just for me. You have to realize that we are a changed nation and a changed environment here. The people who have built businesses and the businesses they've built have been modeled on Monopoly as a game, although they didn't know it. And life's been like Monopoly, and you and I are Monopoly-age children, and the way we played Monopoly, it was quite simple. The rules were in the lid. And today's children have Mario Brothers, and there ain't no rules, and they make it up as they go along, and you have to have media that matches those people, otherwise you miss the boat, because everything in the future is for me.
You're talking personal.
I'd finished there. That was it.
I know.
That was the perfect ending. Fuck off with you.
The rules are in the lid. I like that. I'm taking out of the way.
All right, we'll take the pictures. You said enough things.
Thank you.
You were excellent. I knew you would be, of course.
Rules are in the lid, yeah.
If you made it to the end of the interview, you might want to watch other interviews like this, done 1992, 1993, all about the coming of the internet age, but more importantly, the coming of the cell phone age, the coming of the personal communicator. If you search the word personal communicator on my YouTube channel, you'll find lots of little clips by people talking about this vision that they had for what was going to be happening, and eventually a lot of it did happen. Thank you for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe.